Everybody loves good conversation. They're honest, they're funny, and they spark when you least expect it. Like when you're chilling with friends or at the table with family. No rules, no filter. We've got that same kind of vibe for you today. This is what we wish you knew about what's on the millennial mind. What's poppin', everybody? My name is Brittany Timmons. Welcome to I Wish You Knew. We've covered many great topics throughout the season, like college access and Throwback Thursday. We've even had some incredible guests in our first musical performance. But today, we mix it up and give our panel the chance to go off script and keep it real. This should be good. Here to tell you what they wish you knew are...
Hey, I am Waynika Walls.
Hi, Yasmin Arrington.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Zep, here to do what it do.
Okay.
Hey, I'm David, guys.
What's up? I'm Torrin L. Cooper.
Okay, so what's up, panel? What do you wish your peers and others knew?
Listen, I wish my peers knew that being basic is a sin. Listen, I know so many people, millennials, with so much potential, but they just, going through life.
Basic?
Like, are you talking about clothing or like just?
Yeah,
no, like basic, like your whole life is just
Okay.
like
Without purpose.
without purpose.
Okay.
Like you don't have no type of drive to go get your education, to work, to build a life for yourself. You just go and do whatever you want. And you wake up, go on social media all day, walk around the block, come right back in the house. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Wake up.
So you wish millennials, people knew to live up to their full potential.
I wish they had some type of passion, you know?
Yeah, so but I know a lot of millennials want to work, but it's hard for them to find work. So are they in that
But
basic bubble? No, but if they're like active.
That's what I was going to say. They're in the basic bubble if they're not looking and they're not.
Right.
If they waiting for something to just fall in their lap and they, all right, I'm going to put in an application, but they don't follow up about the application, or they just did 2 and it's like 10 stores they could have applied to.
Not stores.
Store. I mean, that's falling in that basic
Right,
bubble.
if you don't have no type of passion or drive to do anything, no follow through, no oomph, like you can't live life. Well, you can, obviously people are doing it, but just settling for what's given to you, not going for what you want.
Well, who's supposed to tell them that they basic? Like, because if they basic, that
I'm telling them right now. Listen, with my camera, you're
friends,
basic.
Their friends might be basic too.
And they mom might be.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what if everybody around you is basic? Then you think that's the norm.
Yeah.
Well, that's true too.
But wouldn't you be tired of the norm? For me, it would be like, okay, I'm tired of the norm. I'm tired of, I've watched this pattern for like 21 years of my life.
What if that's all
I watched my
seen?
mama deal with this. I've watched my daddy deal with this, grandma deal. When do you want to
different.
step out of the norm?
And do something different.
You
right?
watch TV.
What if it's all you've seen though? So you don't know any better.
Right.
Yep.
You know better. You got
How
the
you know
internet,
better?
you got TV, you got everything.
But we're all a product of our environment.
Truly.
Right,
So-
but I've seen things happen in my family that I say, all right, well, this is definitely not going to be for me. I'm going to see something different.
But I think that would bring me to who are your friends and who are you
Right.
surrounding yourself with.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think I wish millennials and people knew. You
Right.
gotta watch these people you surround yourselves with. Yes, some of them are there to encourage you and they're rooting for you, but those can be the same ones that's doing malicious things behind your back. And then you have your genuine people. I wish in today's time people stop just giving their heart and giving their all to any and everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
because I think insecurity plays a part of that too. Because you know how some people they want to be the best in their circle, but I've always been taught that like if you're the best, you're not doing something right. Because at the end of the day, if you're the only one who can give, at some point you will deplete.
Right.
And you will have nothing to give. So when you pour out, people need to be pouring something back into you.
That's right.
So that's saying when they're like, show me your 5 friends and I'll show you your future. It's kind of true because come on,
What's that to do with being the best though?
the best. What you mean?
Like you said, the best.
Being like the best thing. Like some people
think she
only
means, like,
seek out to be
selfless.
the best in their group. They want to be the best. They have to be the one that's on the
Oh, you're
top.
not talking about like self-improvement, like being the best you can be. You're
No.
talking,
Like they literally are kind of
being number
insecure
one
where they
all
have
the
to be number one.
David, what was you saying? You were saying being number
I
one?
say like nowadays people just think like I have to be better than everyone.
Yeah.
It's like a selfless thing.
Right.
And you know, that's not the way it should be. It should be teamwork. Like,
yeah, and if
you
this
have
is
a
your
group of
friends, right,
who are highly motivated like you are, you should, you know, bring them along for the ride.
This might sound petty, but I feel like we kind of create these tensions when we talk about social media. I know, not me and my girls, we're good. But some people, social media creates this kind of competition. It's about your followers. Is your pictures getting more likes? And I think social media helps, especially millennials. You know, we dig in those phones. We in it real tight. Yeah. So social media helps us kind of like.
But that goes back to who's in your circle. Because my friends, like, I'm on their Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, gassing all my friends up. Oh yeah, you look good, girl. You did this. Oh, you
don't
good.
be commenting on my pictures.
But I mean, liking your pictures. I like your pictures, right? I like all your pictures. I follow all y'all Snapchat, Facebook. But it does create like for me, it's not a competition, but like a motivation kind of thing. Oh, I see you doing this. Okay, let me try to match this and keep going higher and higher. So we both winning, you know?
Because I feel like I'm positive with everybody. I said something like that to a lot of my Facebook friends, because you know on Facebook you may not be necessarily close with these people. You probably known them 10 years ago, but I told them like I'm always praying for y'all. Like because
really
for
me
when I like that's the other thing that bothers me when people like I'm praying. I be like, you know you gonna forget me. As soon as you say it, I'll be like, let me do it right here, right now. Because like for me, I get excited. Like on Yasmin post, I'm always liking her post. I usually try to say something. I try to like people's. I try to be very positive to my peers because I know it go. So you go through so much in the dark, and sometimes pick me up is all some people need. So I always try to do that. Though.
So what about people who aren't the most positive and they post negative things? Do you bring that same sort of energy to them because they might need your positivity more than your positive friends?
Case in point, there's someone that I know, right, that has.
They need a lot of something. If you just want, if you want people's social media just up here being negative and putting comments and saying, you need more than.
But I'm saying you might need that uplift too, though.
It's someone I know. This one is solely about like religion, but he posts weird stuff and like he'll literally come on a person who he knows has an opposing belief of him just to be negative. I've not deleted him. All of my other friends that went to high school and they like, why do you keep him on? Like I keep. Because at some point I'm like, it'll something to click and he'll get it. But he literally just, that's all he do all day. DMs and be like, what's up? He don't do that.
We're on the road, but let's pause here. It's trivia time. What is the name of the first millennial host of a late night talk show? The answer when we return.
That's all I'm saying. My DMs.
Welcome back to I Wish You Knew. Let's pick back up on the rules of social media. It's some things that I wish people knew that they needed to know as they're sliding through DMs or they're putting up pictures with filters that aren't pleasant to the picture. You were talking about something, David, about you and your girlfriend do not follow each other on social media?
No.
Tell us.
Tell us why this happened.
Yeah, you the man, bro.
It just creates conflict, I guess, you know. If someone's commenting on her pictures or something like that, of course I'm not going to get upset unless, you know, somebody she hangs out with a lot.
Time out. You saying if somebody did comment, you wouldn't get upset, but technically isn't that why you guys aren't following each other? Because you don't want to get upset because you wouldn't get upset.
I've known this girl for like 13 years
so you
of
trust
my
her.
life, so I know.
That's a marriage.
So you feel like the thing is, the reason why you good is because you like, I don't think she's doing nothing, so I really don't care what they comment. Right. But for her, you're more so worried about if she's.
I'm not even worried about it.
So you got it like that. Oh, y'all on lockdown?
Y'all just like it that way?
Yeah.
She don't care at all.
Yeah, the only thing is Snapchat.
Okay.
So what about y'all? Do y'all follow y'all exes or?
I follow all my exes. I need to know who they talking to, why they not talking to me no more. If we can never rekindle something, you know. So
I will. Every once in a while, I do a little search. But I typically, if I'm dating at the moment, I don't friend them. And part of the reason is because I know that men have egos.
And women have egos.
Oh, we do, but men have these big egos.
Beyonce
even if it's, but it's usually like it's deep down inside. You don't always see it. And I do so much, like to be seriously, to be 24 and I do so much. It's like if you're not like completely and totally confident in who you are and you see all that I'm doing, you're gonna break to fall to pieces.
Oh my!
I need you.
That's good, Yasmin.
That's
true. I have seen it.
That's true.
I think for me, I'm one of the people that when I break up with people, we're still cool. So I follow everyone. Most of the time, I'm friends with the people that they actually date now.
Really?
We're not like, hey, what's up?
Girl.
Like, no, we're not like texting like, hey, what's up?
Pushing
But no, it's because we went to high school. Like, literally,
Oh.
my exes, we went to elementary school, high school
so y'all know
together. So we
everybody.
know the same people.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I do follow them. I'm not at all bothered. Hopefully, they are never bothered with me. It can be weird because it can be weird because some people don't get over things as quickly. But you know. As long as you know the boundaries.
I be bothered. If if the relationship is over, you have to be off my social media.
Why?
You don't need to be seeing what I don't want to see you going down my timeline because if we have bad blood or even if we ended on good terms but I wasn't ready for you to go, I don't feel like seeing you. If I'm scrolling down my timeline and I'm in a good mood and I see you, it might irritate me.
Doesn't mean you need to control your emotions though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm controlling it by exiting you off my social media.
I
have full control.
Yeah, but you can control what you see. You can still be friends with them, but you don't have to see them. But they can see you what you doing. I mean, if you want to stunt on them, say, hey, like this is what you missed out on. Like you want, but at the same time, I'm keeping it true.
I feel like y'all all millennials right now got us some emotions that's riding up from millennials.
I don't feel that way, maybe because I don't feel that way.
I'm with you though. I'm with you.
I'm over it.
I'm with you on that one.
But
you're not gonna be over it if somebody comment, "Oh, you with him now?" or "This is what you doing," and then you're gonna be like,
I think y'all say that now, but I think if y'all were in like maybe, and I'm not saying y'all weren't, so don't attack. If y'all were in like a deep connection relationship with somebody, it wouldn't be that simple to just be sitting here like, okay, you can still be my friend, and I don't care about saying who you dating now.
What if I want to send them a hey big head DM?
Ooh, see, I don't do that. The DM.
What if I want to do that?
No, see, mine is not at all like that. Mine is simply we are just cordial. Like we literally can say hi. I could go on a double date with them today.
You're pushing it, Wayne.
And
I'm not sharing the topic because y'all just gonna keep saying happy.
Okay, so double date. That's reaching.
It don't bother. Like I'm so over you. I'm so far removed from. I don't even know who you are. Like I don't even know who I was.
What if they cheated on you?
Huh? Who cheated on me?
What if the individual cheated on you? Could you still go out on a double date with them?
Be very clear. The one that I'm speaking of, he did. But I'm so sorry.
Was it with the person that you going on a double date with?
Huh?
It was the same person?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. What are some things that irritate you about things that people do on Snapchat?
I hate when people post like everything that they do all day, and it's the same thing every day. Like don't post you playing with your dog and your cat and everything all day. It's the same routine.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 Snapchats. I'm like, I'm not gonna read your story because I already know what you do.
What blows me the most, I have a max. You get a 2-clip snap max. Like I don't understand why you have to post 15.
That's crazy.
Man, we've been to the club. And they be like,
I've been posting a lot though. You be irritated by mine?
so y'all be real late.
What if it's lit though? Like why you can't allow them to enjoy their litness?
We're not lit though.
I feel like if you're enjoying yourself, you shouldn't be worried about.
That's
taking
me.
a video.
When I'm having fun, I do not put my phone out.
Enjoyment is the fact that I'm with my. Sometimes the snapping, putting it up like that, and the light is right. That's enjoyable.
But it's kind of like showing off to your friends what you did. Like if you go to a concert, the person is this way, and you Snapchat like this. Hey, it's lit. You wish you was here.
That's my pet peeve. I hate when people snap the whole concert that they're at.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
And I hate this. This drives me crazy when people snap the whole Sunday morning sermon. I have a few friends that sit in church and they snap the entire thing. And I appreciate you giving me some of what the pastor said, but you need to be there for you.
Right.
Not sitting here putting filters on the pastor.
Yeah. But my pastor is like,
snaps of the whole. No. You got the whole praise and worship. That's what the pastor said. That's a problem.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
OD.
I get his 2 good.
They spread the word of God and y'all out here hating.
Well, let's go back. We're going to come back to that. More conversation when we return. Be sure to tell us what you think by using hashtag IWYK. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. So, you guys, what if we had to say one last piece of what you wish people knew about you as a millennial, or if you had a fellow word to give to other millennials, what would you say? Where are you headed? What's happening in your world? What are you pursuing?
I would say seize the opportunity. I think as a millennial now, I would look back 40 years, no wait, in 20 years when I'm like 40, I'll look back and say, I did everything that I could do. Like I seized every opportunity. I said yes, I said no. I made the best of my 20s, and I think that's something that I should tell like everybody. Make the best of your 20s. This is like prime time right now.
You don't get this time back.
Yeah. Make the best of your 30s too. I think we focus a lot on the 20s, but you're so unsure. It's kind of like starting adolescence all over again. So I think in your 30s, it's important to kind of like still be selfish. Because people like, oh, in your 20s, you need to be selfish. In your 30s, you still need to be selfish. Because now it's very pivotal. It's very critical.
So when do you start being selfish?
You don't, really. Unless you, now, if you have marriage, yeah, when you have a family and you have kids and stuff like that, I think. But I ain't having none, so never. Hey.
I wish, you know what I wish, like first to the first part of the question, I wish that people would stop demonizing millennials. We're not aliens. We were born in a time where our teachers and everyone who surrounded us, was like, you are important, and what you have to say matters. Not to every one of us, but a lot of us. We're very optimistic. We're very outgoing. No, we are not going to work in a work environment that feels unsafe or uncomfortable. If our boss is a micromanager or is very racist, no, we're not going to sit there and take that. And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with being an entrepreneur? My grandmother will say, like, when are you going to get a job? I get a full salary. I get a salary for running my own nonprofit, and she still says, "When are you going to get a job?" So my future, let's say 20 years, which I'm hoping it'll just be 5 to 10 years from now, is to be, on national television. Clearly, I have a lot of work to do, but that's why, I'm in the space that I'm in, and radio, and really just highlighting all of the amazing things that millennials are doing. I mean, we have folks in politics, and we've got people running, and council members. We have all of these innovators that are coming up with mobile applications and creative ways to listen to music. I mean, there's just so many things that we do that are absolutely amazing and positive, uplifting communities, changing communities, breaking people out of poverty and incarceration, and all of those are the things that we should be talking about and highlighting when it comes to millennials.
Yeah, because I think the blinders are off for us in a sense that for a long time I think people just didn't want to deal with the truths. So we see them, I know, and it's difficult because for us, we don't always know the solution. But I think the first step to most things is realizing that there's a problem. And so once you realize that, even if we can't fully accomplish whatever, just like for generations before us, if they couldn't completely demolish anything or change anything, the people who come after them know about it, and now they walk upright and they do it. Because essentially that's what we're doing it for. We're in the place of the unknown, but it's okay because a generation after us will see what that looks like and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, what they can take from it, and how they can grow.
Back to her point, I think as an identity, as our generation, we don't even have one because there's so many stuff happening right now in society that right now we just they tell us focus on school, graduating college, get a career, and do something well with yourself. So I think there's just so much stuff going on that we don't even have an identity,
But focus is still important, though.
Focus is very important.
Because there's a lot of people who will take what you all are saying and they're like, well, I can do 5 different things. It's like, well, yes, you can, but then if you're giving 5 different things 100%, you can't give 5 different things 100% of your energy.
If they all working together, you can.
How?
If you got 5 different grinds that work together, you can.
What is that?
But if you want to be like a producer,
Barry Gordy.
Yeah, and you write it right here, and you interning at a music place, and you over here, you teaching how to.
And you still got to make a coin,
stuff.
so you work at this type of.
If you all make it work together, it can work.
But you just said one thing though. That was all in one category. I'm not talking about doing like 5 different like individual.
Different.
Exactly.
You mean somebody indecisive, they don't know what they want to do, so they like,
I can do it.
I'm a rapper.
And I know that you've seen those type of people. Like they want to do everything because they see everything. I'm saying you still have to be focused on doing like something.
That's important.
I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
As long as you're doing something, not just whatever.
Being basic.
Most of the people who don't most of the people who are successful speak to being focused on exactly what they wanted to do. Now that don't mean you're gonna know right away what you want to do.
Right, and you could think that kind of period to see what you want to do.
Yeah, you could think you want to until you get in and be like, hold up.
Right.
I think millennials in today, I think we're a bold group of people, but I think we're bold about some of the wrong things, and we go about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, I know some bold people, like you'll say certain things when we're out, you'll dress a certain way, you like your presence to be known, but when it comes to like important aspects that you should be bold in, such as your life, your career, your livelihood, that's where I think millennials suffer.
Yeah.
Like our priorities aren't right first about self. And a lot of us are doing this thing where we add a family or we add children into the picture and we're already trying to, give me some. That was good. No, but we add these other elements
it makes it harder for you.
which makes it harder. So then we're doing the same thing, and I don't know if we just talked about it, but we just talked about it where it was like, okay, the person's basic because this is all they know and this is all they've seen. We have to snap ourselves out of these cycles, Like I don't want to sit here and bring a little girl or a little boy into this world that's going to look up to me when mommy isn't ready, and I know I'm not ready, and I can't sit here and put you in this situation that I'm still trying to figure out. Like, mommy and daddy can help me, but mommy and daddy ain't gonna be here forever. So I wish millennials we were bold about ourselves first before we think we needed to add all of these other things.
And that goes into like having a focus and having a plan and stuff.
Yes.
Even though you don't know exactly what you want to do, having in mind something that you do want to do, and make goals, make practical goals, smart goals to work towards it, and that will help you to stay focused and not add things that will make it, harder on you.
Good. Thank you, Torin. We've had a lot of fun on this, our 3rd season of I Wish You Knew. But we have to go. Before we do, panel, the answer to our trivia question is
Trevor Noah.
33-year-old millennial Trevor Noah is the host of the late night TV show, The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Thank you for watching. See you next time. That was good. I liked it. I say we on dab right now for season 4. Season 4, Miss Britta. That's what happened. Season 4 is coming.